So you guys remember the whole in quotes green thing that Sematically had previously teased? Well, guess what that was? The return of stuff packs. Of course, Sematically was right, but now Sematically is back teasing something else to come. Just last night, Sematically tweets The Sims is about to do something that is going to cause a lot of discord among Simmers. Honestly, my first thought reading this, when has The Sims or The Sims team done anything that doesn't cause discord or isn't controversial, at least in some way? Of course, my first thoughts with this, does this have anything to do with the upcoming expansion pack that's on the roadmap? Does it have anything to do with upcoming free updates? Well, we do have a few responses. One user, Gabe is a Gecko, replies, I honestly won't be surprised if they raise expansion pack prices or something like that. Sematically confirms, oh no, it's not that. So maybe something not as drastic as that? I don't know. My first thought, if it's in relation to money or EA's favorite thing, capitalism, maybe they're going to think about introducing a subscription model with Sims 4. We already know that's a possibility with Project Renee or The Sims 5. Honestly, at this point, I doubt it's even The Sims 5, and I'm probably gonna get more into that in another video, but we know that it's a possibility for Project Renee. The game is going to be free to download, and we know that there are going to be packs, so I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being something like that. But what if they introduce something like that for The Sims 4 sometime soon before The Sims 4 ends? How would you guys feel about that? And would you subscribe to give EA money monthly to unlock new content for The Sims 4? Or is that just something you will not do, especially if you've invested hundreds of dollars into DLC previously for this game? I feel like if they do something like that, it would be a bad move, but of course at this time, we don't know. Everything is just speculation. Another user responds to Sematically, does this mean everyone hates it, or that we split between those that like it and those that hate it? And Sematically responds, there will be definitely a lot of discussion around it. I don't know what it could be, but this teasing is leaving me on the edge of my seat. So if we're talking future expansions or future content, stuff that's highly requested, I know some of the top features based on polls, social media discussion, things that you guys bring up in the comments. Cars, hotels and resorts, and ferries are like 3 of the most popular, highly requested things, at least at this moment, that we haven't received yet. My first thought, if it has to do with any of those, maybe cars just aren't as detailed as people hope, or cars will be a part of the expansion, not a free patch update, because I know that people were hoping if we ever do get cars, they'd be patched in for free. Honestly, I can see them putting all of that stuff behind a paywall, so it wouldn't even really surprise me, but something like that would definitely cause discord, and I feel like that goes for any potential DLC not being as detailed as people hope it is, or if fairies just end up like mermaids, you know, and they don't have a full-fledged out system like some of the other occults. I think that could cause discord. That could just apply for so many things. So I have a feeling maybe this isn't in regards to new DLC, but something like more low-key. And there were some really good replies under Sematically's tweet that really got me thinking. One user writing, changing again the minimum game requirements. Like even something like that, I feel like could cause discord, because I feel like at this point, you know, in The Sims 4, the game has so much content. There's so much going on. The base game continues to grow as they patch things in and change things as we get new DLC. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the minimum requirements and maybe they made like a legacy edition, like another legacy edition for older consoles, and completely cut some of the older gen consoles out of purchasing new content. I could see them doing something like that, and I feel like that could definitely cause discord. So that's a possibility, but of course, again, nothing confirmed, just speculation. And another user writing, are they going to take something from a pack and make it base game, like something big? If you haven't noticed, they've kind of been doing stuff like that slowly, piece by piece over time. Small functional things they've been kind of reusing and recycling and putting into the base game. For example, the functionality from the Vanity Vintage Glamour is now a base game thing. You can view it as good, you can view it as bad. There are definitely pros and cons to each side, but this could definitely be a possibility. And also, pack refreshes, you guys, I feel like pack refreshes are never happening because I feel like they have been refreshing the packs, and the way that they're refreshing them is kind of like the way that we saw with the latest stuff pack, Home Chef Hustle. You notice how they went back to so many things that we already have and they updated them, but it was a much smaller update. Like for example, making a lot of previously owned appliances able and possible to be used with the new food stand. I guess you could call that pack integration, but I feel like that's probably the closest we're going to get to refreshes. And I feel like with new content and new DLC, that's probably what they're going to keep doing. They're just going to go back and update things here and there, but very, very small things. Of course, the recipe overhaul, you know, the new menu and UI for all of that. I feel like that's probably as close to refreshes that we will get, honestly, ever again. But I want to hear from you guys. Share below what you think this could be that could cause discord among simmers. There are just so many possibilities. I don't even know where to begin. Thank you for watching. I love you guys and happy life simming.